Hello dear viewers, welcome to Cybrosys. Today in this video, we'll be talking about Odoo Community, which is under 30 minutes. So in this video, I'll share you how community version of Odoo looks like and what all features it includes. So let's move on to the video. So guys, let's move on to the community version. So this is the community version and this is how the community version of Odoo 19 looks like. So today what we are going to do is take a look at all the modules and whatever features are present here in the community. So as you can see, we don't have a separate module view for community as that of the enterprise. Okay, so here we can see the discuss module. The very first thing is the discuss module. So as you open the community, the very first thing that appears right in front of you is the discuss. So in the discuss, you can see you have different channels, you have different websites, and you do have DMs, that is the direct messages. So if you want to start a conversation, you can search someone or choose anyone and start the conversation. So it's very easy to create channels and you can do all the things like you can configure the notifications, voice and video, canned responses, roles, and all such things. So that is the discuss. Then you have the calendar. Okay, so inside the calendar also, Odoo is providing the Odoo community is providing a decent version of the calendar where you can see the calendar in four different perspectives, which is a daily basis. Okay, you can see day, the week, month and year. So whatever your point of view is, based on that you can choose this. If you want to choose today, that is also possible here, and then you can go to the previous. If it's a week, means previous week and next week. If it's a day, previous day, next day. Likewise, you can move on. So that's the calendar, and in the configuration you have the settings for the calendar. Okay, so in the settings we have the Outlook calendar as well as the Google calendar. So that's the calendar. Then we have the to do. So inside the to-do, you know what to-do is. The things that are to be done is been created and kept over here. And this is put under different stages like today, this week, this month, and so on. So the ones that have been done will be put under the done state and cancelled one will be going to the cancelled state. So if you open one, you have the different stages over here. Just by touching on the stages, you can change the stage and also have the option to create a new to-do. For that, click on new and such a card appears, where you can specify your to-do title and give the deadline and then add it. Even you have the option to set priority over here in the to-do. Different views are also available here in the community, which is list view, Kanban view, calendar view, and activities corresponding to to-do. So next we have the contacts. So this is the contact section where you can manage the contacts. In the configuration, you will be having certain things that are to be configured. Okay, so you can configure it here and use it while you create the contact. So you have things like the contact tags, website tags, the industries, countries, fed states, cities, country group, banks and bank accounts. So all these things can be configured here. And then you have the option to create a new contact. So this is the contact creation form in Odoo Community, where you have a lot of smart tabs. So the contact that you create can either be a person or a company. You can specify the address, the tags, the partner level, website, and then you have certain additional tabs like the contact to add multiple contacts for the contact that you're creating, the sales and purchase tab, invoicing tab, partner assignment, and notes. And whenever this person, that is the contact, is involved in any of these tasks, the number 0 will change to like how many times they've participated, how many opportunities are there based on this person. Likewise, the count will get increased. So all the activities which are involved with this particular contact will be seen over here. So that's the contacts. Next, we have the CRM. So it's one among the core modules where you can completely manage the leads, the opportunities and all from here. So the very first thing is the different opportunities which are put under different stages. You can create a new opportunity from here by clicking on new, specify the company, the contact and all such things. And then you can click on add. Even you can delete it from here. So if you take a look, this is the card view, that is the Kanban view. You have the list view, the calendar view, pivot view, graph view and activities corresponding to the CRM. Okay, that is the opportunity. So if you go back to the Kanban view, you have the option to drag and drop different opportunities to different other stages, which will increase the revenue of each stage. And if you just take a look at the card, you have the name, the amount as well as the priority. So you can set priority. One is medium, one is high, the other one is very high. And then if any activity is scheduled to the opportunity, that will be shown in the card itself. Then you have the three dots over here where you can edit or delete the data. So this is the editing. This is how the editing form looks like. And this is exactly how the creation form looks like. So you can give the name and you can put the expected revenue as well as the probability percentage will be automatically calculated. So now AI is there to calculate or predict the probability percentage. Then you can specify all these things. You have the expected closing date, the priority, and then additional tabs like notes, contacts, and assigned partner. So if you want to create a new quotation out of this particular opportunity, you can simply click on new quotation. So you can either link it to an existing customer, you can create a new customer, or not link to any customer. So to create a new customer, you can click on create new and click on confirm, which will create a new quotation that of a new customer. Then from that, you can add a product and complete the procedure. So I'll just add the product and keep it, confirming it. Okay, so I'm just saving it and going back to the quotation. So where you can see in the quotation tab, the count has been increased. So that's how you create a quotation out of the opportunity. Okay, then you can simply drag and drop it to different other stages. And if you want to mark it as one, click on one. The one ribbon will come. And if you want to put it back to new or qualified, whatever stage it is, you can simply click on the stages. And if you want to mark it as a lost, click on lost, and then you have to specify a lost reason. So I'm putting the lost reason to too expensive and marking it as lost. So the lost ribbon will come. So if you want to restore it, that too is possible in the CRM of Odoo 19 community. So that's the leads, the opportunities. So in the sales tab, you can see my pipeline, which will be showing your particular pipeline. If you want to see your activities, click on my activities. This will display different activities that has been scheduled by you. Okay, so you have the option to reschedule it and it will be shown in list view by default. If you change it to Kanban view, this is how it looks like. So other views are also available for this. Then you have my quotations, that is the quotation that you've created, that is given over here. And then you can go to the teams. So this will be showing you the different sales teams. So here the creation is not, you can't create it from here. You can go to the configuration and there you have the sales team. This is the sales team. From here, you can create a new sales team and that will be shown in the teams. Okay. So this shows the Kanban view or the card-like view of different sales team, where in the three dots, you have the view, new, and reporting. Even the configuration is possible. So click on configuration, which will take you to the existing sales teams creation page. Okay. So any edits can be done over here. Let's go back to the team. And here you even have the reporting section, the new tab where you have the opportunity, the views where you have the opportunities and sale orders and invoices corresponding to the team. So let it be there. Then you have the customers. So creation of customer is possible over here. Now we have already seen the contact creation. So customer creation and vendor creation and all is exactly the same thing. So let it be there. Then you have the reporting section where you have the forecast. That is the forecast report is provided by Odoo 19's CRM community version. And then you have the pipeline. So this is the pipeline analysis, which is provided in three different views: pivot, graph, and list view. So you can even create a new pipeline. Okay, that is a new opportunity from the pipeline analysis. So let it be there. Then you have the leads. So you can see the leads analysis over here. That too in three different views. So after that, you have the activities. This is the analysis of the activities taking place. Then you have the partnership analysis. Okay, so there is something which is missing in the CRM module. For that, you have to go to the settings in the configuration and then you have to enable this thing called the leads. So if you save this, what happens is that a new menu leads will appear over here. So let's see. Here you have the leads. So click on the leads and it is going to show you different leads. So you can create a new lead from here. So click on new, specify the name of the lead. It will show the the probability percentage and you can complete the procedure. You can convert it to an opportunity from the leads itself. So that's the reporting. Then if you go to the configuration, you have the activity types and activity plans. You have the option to set the activity types like to do email, call, meeting, and all such things. So new activity can be created from here. Specify the name, the action to be done, whether it's upload a document, phone call, or meeting, and then set all other things. So that's the activity type. And then you can see the activity plan. So in the plan, you can create certain other activity types and bind it together. So that's the activity plan. Then you have the pipeline where you have the tags. So these tags can be used in the opportunities and all. So you can configure the tags over here. You have the lost reasons. So this is where you configure the lost reasons. Then you have the members where you have the levels of members like gold, silver, and bronze. Then you have the partner activations, like whether it's a fully operational ramp up or first contact. And if you want to create a new partner activation, create it from here. Then we have the lead generation where you have lead mining requests and visit to leads rules. Then in the configuration settings, you have things like the CRM where you have recurring revenue, multi-teams. That is to assign salesperson, that is single salesperson into multiple teams. Then you have the leads, the membership and partnership. You have the role-based assignment, lead mining, lead enriching, visits to leads, and so much more. So this is the CRM module. Then let's move on to the sales module where you can simply create quotations, confirm it to a sale order, create the invoice, validate the delivery, and do the payment. So that's the whole flow of the sales. In the sales, you can see under the menu orders, you have quotations, orders, sales team, and customers. So quotations is what you see right now. You can create a quotation from here. This is the quotation creation form. So once you specify a customer from here, you have to set up the order lines as well. You can add as much products you want. You can set the quantity. So I'm confirming the variant over here. After confirmation, you can simply send it to make it to quotation send state or confirm it to a sale order. So now this is a sale order. Okay, so this is how it works. Now this is the sale order that we've created right now. Here you can see the delivery. So click on the delivery where you can check the availability, validate, and complete the procedure. So you can see it is not available right now. The product availability is not available. Okay, so we have another quotation over here. I'll just confirm it and show you guys. Here also the product is not available. That's the problem. Okay, so when the product is not available, it will show such things in red color. Okay, so let's go back to the quotation. So here we have a quotation which is in the create invoice state. So you can create an invoice for that. 3 types of invoices are possible: regular, down payment percentage, and down payment fixed amount. You can create a draft invoice, confirm it, okay, and then you can do the payment. So once you confirm it, it will go into the paid state. So that's how the quotation works. So if you want to see the orders, that is the sale orders, here it will show only the sale orders with the invoice status of the sale orders. You can create one from here. And this shows the sales team, which is exactly that of the CRM. Then you can see the customers over here. So to create a customer, simply click on new. So that's how you create a customer. You all know how it's done. Then the orders that are to be invoiced can be found under a single menu called orders to invoice. And if you want to go and see the orders that are to be upsold, that will be seen over here. And easily you can group it under this particular topic. And then you can save it and complete the procedure. Then you have the products tab where you have option to create the product. These are the products that are available. If you click on a single card, you can see the product, the picture, and certain other information about the product. So if you want to create a new one, click on new. Specify the name, the general information, attributes and variants, sales, prices, purchase, inventory, and accounting corresponding to the product. So I'm just discarding this. Going to the products again. You have the product variants, which is a menu specifically to show you the different variants of existing products. So if you just take a look at this chair, you can see the steel chairs and aluminum chairs, which are the different variants of that particular product. So product variants can be created from here. And then you have the price list. Okay, so here you have different price list. So you can create a new price list from here. You can give the name and you can specify a role over here. So apply on what? It can be a product or a category. It can be a discount, a formula, or a fixed price. So whatever that rule is, you can configure the rule from here and continue the procedure. So that's how you deal with the price list. Then you have discount and loyalty over here. to put any kind of discount. I'll open one and show you. You have different types of programs such as the discount, code, coupons, loyalty cards, promotions, buy X, get Y, and next order coupons. So many of like options for offers are given over here. So you can use that easily. Similarly, you have the cards and e-wallet. So out of a program name, you can generate multiple cards and the codes can be used to redeem the whatever the offer that you're providing. Then you have the reporting where you have the sales reporting. So this is the sales reporting, which is simply called as the sales analysis. So that will show you the quantity order. You can change the measures from here. Then it is a reporting based on salesperson, reporting based on products, reporting based on customers, and all such things. Another thing is that it provides different types of views. Okay. So views like the graphical view, the pivot view inside each of the reporting. Then you can go to the configuration where you have the sales team. We've already seen what sales team is. In the settings, let's move to the settings. You have the product catalog where you have variants, variant grid entry, deliver content by mail, and units of measure and packaging. I'll show what this is. You have the pricing section where comes the discount, price list, promotions, loyalty and gift card, the margins. Quotation and order section where you have the online signature, quotation template, online payment, PDF code builder, proforma invoice, sale warnings, and lock confirmed sales. Then you have the shipping section where you have the delivery methods and different connectors. Then comes the invoicing section where you have automatic invoice, commissions and invoicing policies and connectors. So those much things you have in the configuration settings of sales. Then comes the sale order where you have the quotation templates. So here you can create a ready-made one that can be used while creating a quotation. So you don't have to waste your time manually typing everything. Then you have the option to set up the headers and footers for the different documents that you use in the sales module. You have the delivery methods over here where you can configure the delivery methods and the providers. So you have the tags over here that can be used in sales. The products where you can configure the attributes like the color. You have the height, length, duration, extras, fabric, legs, and all are attributes. So attributes can be configured here. Then you have the combo choices. So combo choices means if you are ordering burgers, obviously with burger, I'm adding certain fries and drinks, which means it is a combo. So such combo choices can be configured from here. Then you have the product categories. So from here, you can actually create categories for your different products so that you can group your products easily. Then comes the product tags that can be used while creating the product. You have units and packaging. So different units can be used over here. So units like hours, units, then you have the ounces and all. Okay, you have the kg, all such things. Then comes the online payment where you have the payment providers. These are the different providers. You can install or activate it and use it. Payment methods. Okay. And you have the activity plan. So that's the sales module. Then you have the dashboard. So this is the dashboard that is provided by Odoo. You can actually customize it based on different measures that you have on the side. You have the option to show your personalized dashboard. Okay. And then you have the configuration where you can see the different dashboard names. So you can create new one as well. Okay. So that's how the dashboard works. Then we have the point of sale also where you can manage everything in the point of sale. It has features like showing or the Kanban view of the different point of sales through which you can open the register and go to the POS. So that's the dashboard. You have the option to manage the orders where you can see the orders, sessions, payments, and customers. The products, which will show you the different products, product variants, price list, the same thing as that of the sales module. And you have reporting for orders, sales details, and sales session report. So each session report can be taken from here. You can specify the session. Then you have the configuration. So in the configuration, you can easily manage things like the payment methods, the presets, the coins and bills, point of sale, all such things. And And then you have the floor plans, note models, POS product categories, attributes, and product tags. So these much features we have in the POS module. Okay, other than the POS, we have the invoicing. So this is a mini section of the accounting. And here you can manage the different invoices. So to create a new invoice, you can simply click on new and then specify the invoice customer date and delivery address and invoice date. So after you do that, you can simply click on the confirm. So you have the option to manage the customers as well as the vendors, which is two different perspectives. One is sales and one is purchase. Then you have an invoice analysis, which is given in the reporting section of invoicing and configuration. So this is not a very detailed one as that of the accounting module of the enterprise version of Odoo. This is a light version of the enterprise. And then you have the option to manage the project. So here you can manage projects, task, and subtask from here. So under the task, you can manage my tasks and even view all the tasks. You have a reporting for that where you can see the task analysis and customer ratings. Then comes the configuration. So in the configuration, you have settings, projects, tags, project roles, and activity types as well as plans. So let me show you how a project has been created. These are the projects that are existing in the system. So if you want to create a new one, simply click on new, which will open a new project or even a project template. So I'm creating a new one, and here you can specify it, whether it need a timesheet or billable should be specified, and then simply you can create a project. So that is the feature that is available in project. Then we have the timesheet, which is connected to the project where you can log the time that is used or worked over a project. Okay. And then you have a website. So website is also available over here. In the website, you have the site, the e-commerce section, reporting and configuration. So in the e-commerce, you have the option to manage the orders, the products and the loyalty. So e-commerce is available over there as well as the site where you can manage the blogs, events, courses, jobs, forums and all such things. So these much features are available in the website of community version. Then you have the e-learning where you can manage all the courses that is connected with the website where you can publish the courses in the website. Okay. Then you have the email marketing. So this is the email marketing where you can manage the mailings, mailing list, reporting section is also possible over there. And then you have the SMS marketing of the Odoo 19's community version. So SMS marketing is available there. Then what? We have the events. So this module can actually manage all the events. Okay. Then you have the surveys. To manage the surveys, you can create the questions and answers. You can manage the surveys, participants and all using the survey module. Then it provides the purchase module, which is completely the opposite of the sales module. It does the exact same thing, but here we'll be managing the RFQs, the purchase orders and the bills. There it was quotation, sale order and invoices. Then you have the inventory, which is for managing your stock, where you have options like the transfers, the jobs, the adjustments, where you can even do the replenishment. Then you have the products, you have a reporting section, as well as the area to manage the warehouses. So that much is available in the inventory. Then you can easily manage your manufacturing orders. Okay, so these are the manufacturing orders or manufacturing. And connecting to this manufacturing, you have the maintenance, you have the repair and all. Okay. So in the manufacturing, you can easily create and complete the manufacturing, the products, the scraps and all. Okay, you can see the scrap over here. So that's the manufacturing. Even the bill of material can be created over here. So this is the maintenance module that we have in Odoo 19's community version. Then you have the repairs over here. So obviously when there is manufacturing, there should be repairs. So community has repairs, employees. This comes under the HR modules. Okay, so here you can manage the employees. Like if you are a startup and all, for your community version is enough and more. There are a lot of features here, and if you want extras, you can use you can customize it. Okay, you have the employees where you can manage the employees, the different departments of the employees, the learning section of the employees, reporting, and then you have the configuration for the employees. Then you have the attendances of where you can manage the attendances of the employees. So the management is here. The kiosk mode is also possible there. Okay. So that's how it works. Then comes the recruitment. So recruitment and all will be under the HR module. So new job position can be added over here. Applications by job position or by talent pools can be taken from here. And then you have the recruitment analysis. Okay. So then you have the fleet, which will also come under the HR module. So this is to manage the vehicles and all of your organization. So even for managing the vehicles, you have a module. That's the interesting part. This module, which is the time off, is to manage the time offs of the employees. So different types of leaves can be created. That is the time off types. So you have things like the sick time off, paid time off, maternity time off, compensatory days, all such things. Okay. Public holidays, all such things can be created over here. Then you have a module to manage the lunch, which is the lunch module. So you have the orders, the managers, and the configuration, where you can manage the products, the vendors and stores. Then you have the live chat. Okay, so you all know what live chat is for, to create new live chat channels and communicate. Then for data cleaning also we have one where we can recycle the records. Okay, so that's the data cleaning. Then you have the marketing card. So new card campaigns and all can be created over here. Then what? We have the different apps, settings and tests. So if you go to the apps, if you want any apps, you can find it over here. Okay, so if you can't find it, means there is no such app. Okay, so here you can see certain apps shown as upgrade and activate and also activation and upgrading can be done from here. Okay, so once you are doing customization over your database, what happens is that new apps that is added will be found here in the App Store. So from here, you can activate your new apps or new customized apps and all. Okay, so even though this is a free and open source version of Odoo, this doesn't have anything less. Okay, like it's a very decent version of Odoo where you have pretty much, features. There are a lot of features for sales, CRM and all. There are a lot of basic features which is required to run your startup companies easily. So you can choose wisely based on your requirements. You can go to community or even enterprise. So this is community for you guys. I hope that was clear for you all. So that's how the community version of Odoo looks like. If you have any suggestions or any doubts, please do feel free to comment it below. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next video.